Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all members? Hope you'll be doing well. I'm Khazar Bakhtiyari, your admin, and today I'll be talking about futures trade and its signals. That what should be your strategy while you enter in futures trade, while you exit a futures trade, while you are booking profits in futures trade, and what is trailing stop loss and how does it work. So in this video I'm gonna cover all of these topics, and also I'll discuss different types of future signals, how does it works, and what should be the strategies for all of these types. So let's get straight into the video. Before I start with the video, let me recall the previous video. In the previous video, we've talked about uh, three different types of signals. I've discussed that you'll get three different types of signals by TMAC. So the number one is spot, the number two is futures, and the number three is altcoins. The spot was in details discussed in the previous video, so if you are interested in only spot trading, you should watch that video first. In the spot, I discussed separately the investment and the trading section, also the strategy like DCA, cost averaging, value averaging, and um, ladder order for booking profit was discussed in that video. In this video we'll go straight for the futures. So before starting the video, I'll give you a brief idea of futures trading. If you are new into the crypto, you should never go for futures. If you are a newbie, you should first learn about crypto. What is a crypto? What is blockchain? You should have the fundamental and basic knowledge, and then after that you should start learning about spot. And once you learn each and every feature of spot trading, so you should invest very low fund in the spot and start trading in spot only. The signals will be giving in spot, you should only pick those signals and make profit for 2 or 3 months. Once you make good profit with spot trading, you should start learning the futures then, if you are interested in futures. So after that, when you start learning the future after 2 or 3 weeks, when you've learned the futures trading very well, then you can start with uh, very low funds or very low amount, not with huge funds or amount. And when you trade for 1 week or 2 week or more, then you can transfer 30% or 35% of your portfolio to the futures wallet, and you can trade on our signals then. Fine. So what is futures trading? In simple, I'll keep it very simple. In futures trading, there you multiply your risk and reward ratio. 2x, 3x, 4x, it's called leverage. And the leverage multiplies your reward and the risk ratio. For example, if you play with 5x, it means if a coin increases by 1%, you will get 5% profit. And if the coin decreases by 1%, you will get 5% loss. So this is how the leverage works in the futures trading. Fine, hope you got it. Let's start the video. Futures trading, in the futures trading will be giving you signals. Fine, TMake will be giving you signals, different signals, and these will be there will be different types of future signals. Amongst them, I've categorized the four main types. There are also many more types, but the main four types are these. We'll be giving only these four types of signals. The number one is keeping position active for long. The number two, trade over resistance breakout. Number three, quick trades. And number four, trade on strong support line. Fine. So keeping position active for long, what type of signals are these? These are future signals in which trades are open for very long time and with low leverage. Fine. So these are trades which you take with very low leverage and keep it open for a very long interval of time. Fine. I've given you example. For example, you've longed BNB from since $300 few weeks back, and till now you haven't closed 100% of your position. You kept on booking profits, but you haven't closed 100% of your position. But while you were about to long the BNB, you just long it only 2x or 3x or 4x maximum. So this is how the keeping position active for long trade works. I've explained it a little bit what should be the strategy and for whom are these type of trades. So such trades are recommended if you have huge spare dollars. Fine, number one. If you have spare dollars, if you have huge funds, then you can go for such types of trades. If you don't have more than 10k dollars, like you have only $100 or $200 or $1,000, you cannot open a position for a very long time, because there you will be charged funding fee and it won't be a good option for you. Should go for major coins with such trades, like playing with BNB, playing with ADA, playing with DOT, playing with Link, about which you are confirmed that these coins are a very good project and they have the potential to grow. If, for example, the market crashes, for example, the good coin, the major coin, perform well, much more better than the minor ones. So it is better to trade with major coins, to trade with good projects. With such trades are active for very long time. As I've told, the trade is active for a very long interval of time, and you keep on booking profit all the way long. And the leverage is very low, 2x, 3x, 4x, maximum 5x. Margin added is high. You keep your margin very high, so the liquidation price is almost zero. There's very low risk or 100% risk free. So you should keep your trade 100% or at least 90% risk free. Fine. And profits are booked over uh, time, but trade is never closed 100% earlier. Keep on booking profit, but you never close 100% of your trade very earlier. You keep on and active your trade for a very long time. You only do what, that you book 50% or 30%, and then you booked after a week 20% more, and then after second week you book 20% more, and this is how it works. Number two trade number two trade is trade over resistance breakout. Second type is trade over resistance breakout. For example, this is the resistance of the coin. Fine. And the coin come here to this level and broke this level, this resistance level. So what I do, I wait for the retest. It came down little bit, and when it came down here and retest the support, the resistance which have become support now, it has retested the support and then it started bouncing back. So I'll take entry over here and will wait for the pump and will set my targets and will exit in profit. So this is how the trade over resistance works, a resistance breakout works. I've taught you what's resistance, and then have taught you in video that what is breakout of resistance and how it works and happens. So I'll be making a separate video for resistance and how the breakout of resistance work, and will upload on this YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. I've explained that before for the premium members in the Discord group. So some future trade are taken over breakout of the resistance. Fine. When the resistance get broken, wait for the retest, which further verifies that this is a best entry. The resistance which has been broken is now support, and you can multiply it you can multiple time enter into the trade over this support. Fine. You can multiple time, if for example the support hit and you've entered into the trade and you made profit by the coin rised and pumped, and you made profit, then again the coin drop down and retest the support. What you do, you again enter into this coin because this support is now a good support, and you can take entry multiple times here on this support, and you can make multiple time profits here. Fine. Higher time frames are recommended while you are looking into the chart. Look into the higher time frame, 4 hour, 1 day, 2 day, and 6 hour, 12 hours recommended. Volume injecting in the coin should be well spectated. You should well spectate that the coin you're taking entry is breaking the resistance, but the volume should be high, which further verifies and which further is a plus point for your entry. If the volume is high, so you are on the safe side, and the resistance is now will be a good support, will be a good support. So that's a good thing that you also spectate the volume of the coin. The higher the volume is injecting, the more stronger our entry will be. The higher the volume is withdrawn, the more chances of breakdown of support will be. So the more the volume of a coin gains, the more chances breakout of resistance will happen. The more volume decreases, the more chances of breakdown of support. This is a simple formula. Okay, number three, type number three, quick trade. We can also call it as scalping. Most of the members should know what scalping is, as I've told before, and I've talked about it in the previous video in this spot ones, that what a scalping is and how does it works. So scalping is a short term trade in which we make good profit, good and quick profit. Fine. So it's second name of scalping quick trades. It's a second name of scalping in futures. These trades are taken over strong support of a coin, but keeping in mind that the volume is increasing. We should keep this thing in mind, that we took a trade on the support, a strong support. The market dumped, and we took a trade on strong support. But we should also spectate this thing, that the volume of that coin is increasing, is increasing. So then this is a good time to enter in that coin. Fine. So I've explained it further. Once we find a best entry, we enter with a bit higher leverage, like 10x to 20x approx. If you are newbie, so 10x is recommended, no more than 10x should be played with such quick trades. But if you are professional, you can play 20x, 30x, or even 40x with such scalping trades, as we lower our funds, but we raise our leverage to make good quick and good profit with scalping. Stop loss should be very close to the entry point, and when the trade gets green, the stop loss is put in profits or on the entry point to be on safe side. We should always stay safe in the scalping, as the leverage is high. We should play very safe while doing scalping or playing with quick trades. TPs are very close. Like for example, the TPs of um, normal trades and usual trades are 20 cents high, 25 cents high, 12 cents or 15 cent even high. But for such scalping trades, the TPs are 3 or 4 cents high. As the leverage is high, you will get good profit. And the TP1 is 3 cents high, the TP2 is 5 cents high, the TP3 is 7 cents high. The TPs should be very close. Fine. Isolated is recommended, no cross while you are scalping. And Low funds recommended, you can increase your leverage to gain good profit and to maximize your gain, but you should not increase your funds. Fine. Low funds, you can increase leverage instead of increasing funds. You need to be professional in indicators and chart patterns. Like for example, if you are taking entry, you should verify your entry by indicators and studying chart. Fine. Also, you should know how and where to exit. You should know these strategies. You can ask us, we'll help you inshallah. Trade should last from 5 minutes to 40 minutes approximately, and quick trades can also be taken over resistance breakout. Fine. If the resistance is break broken, so now it's a good support. Verify it with a retest, and you can take entry in it as a scalping with higher leverage and low TPs. Fine. Type 4, trade on strong support. So these are trades which we take on strong support. The market dumped a lot and the coin came to its strong support line. So this is the good position. It is a lucky chance to get into this trade with higher funds and low leverage for a day or more. This is the most profitable trade, but it happens when the market crashes and you have spare USDT for it. So type 4, trade on strong support line. Taking a trade in future on a strong support is a lucky chance. It only happens when the BTC dumps a lot. So the strategies are isolated. The trade should be isolated. A bit higher funds, we play with a bit higher funds. Low leverage and high margin. Fine. Low leverage and higher margin. And first two TP should be below the resistance on way. We find the resistance and the two TPs are below the resistance so that we book our profits. Trailing stop loss recommended, booking profits recommended, and should last from few hours to few days only. This trade should last from few hours to few days. Now I've talked about in all of these trades, one term that is common is trailing stop loss. We should learn this strategy too. So what is a trailing stop loss? Trailing stop loss is a strategy in which you keep on raising your stop loss first from loss to the entry point, and then when you see some good green, you raise the stop loss from entry point to the a higher level even in profits. So you raise the SL even more and put it in profits. What should be the strategies when the trade is opened? The stop loss should be what we've given in the signal. The team make gives you the stop loss, you should put that stop loss as your SL. Fine. In the signal, when the TP1 is hit, you raise your stop loss to the entry point or in profit, and when the TP2 is hit, you raise your stop loss to a TP1, and same goes on for other profits. Like if the take profit 3 hits, so you should raise your stop loss to TP2, and same goes on. So this was all about futures trading. Hope you've learned from this video. And this is about futures trading signal, what kind of signals you will be getting from TMAC, and what should be your strategy of picking those signals, what should be the entering and exiting strategy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.